Hello and welcome back. So how well do you know your history buffs out there? Have you heard of Chief Mogaji Abibatu? Have you heard of her? If you haven't, this might be the opportunity for you to enlighten yourself a little bit more. Ola Awakan is a multiple award-winning broadcast journalist and dramatist. He is amazing. His successful combination of both professions has fetched him the pseudonym Jonah Thespian. He is a playwright, he's a poet, he's a dancer, journalist, and actor. And as a poet, he's had many contributions. 500 Nigerian poets compiled by Professor Jerry Agada, Hope of the Zealots by Fola Daniel, just to mention a few. And with over 12 productions to his name, he is putting together yet another stage production now. It's great to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Every time you come to the studio, we know something big is about to happen. We know you've been working on something great. But it's been a while that you've been on air with us. What have you been working on since December?
Well, I've been working on so many projects. In December, I did The Madness That Cures My Land.
Oh, okay.
The Madness That Cures My Land was premiered in Lagos and Abuja the same month. And that was, I think that was the first time that will be happening, a premiere of a production happening the same week with two different production teams in Abuja by two different directors. So we did that in December. Then after that, in January, we started a tour of The Madness That Cures My Land to universities. Okay. We used it to commemorate International Day of Human Fraternity. That is the how we relate, how peace can exist in our society, tolerance and all that. So we went to some universities, we went to LASU with it, we went to my alma mater, Olabisi Onabanjo University with it, and so many other universities called us. Great. And we are still on that. Great. Then after the Madness That Cures My Land, I did Blind Stab. Wow. I did Blind Stab.
Just since December till now?
Till now. I did Blind Stab. After Blind Stab, I did 2 dance dramas in Abuja for the First Lady. And after that, now we are planning for Abibatu Mogaji, written by Professor Ahmed Yerima.
So you need to give us a breakdown on how this all came to be. What was the inspiration for this latest production? Who wrote it, and how's the production going? Okay,
the concept was actually, we gave birth to the concept in December. We started having a discussion about it. And the idea is to immortalize our heroes. We are doing a series on, immortalizing our heroes. And it's also a way of letting people know the power of the theater, live theater, in a unique, platform. Not just doing a play that's born out of imagination, but you are doing a play that is born out of history. Because if we don't imbibe the culture of history, the culture of rekindling our value system in the society by our younger ones knowing about the exploits of those who have come and gone, who came, saw, and conquered, so that it can also inspire them. So the first of its series is Abibatu Mogaji. Okay. And Chief Abibatu Mogaji, of blessed memory, happens to be the mother of the 16th president of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And during her time, a lot happened. So I had a meeting with some of the family members, and I said, okay, let's do something about this woman.
So she was a business magnate?
She was a big business magnate.
Iyaloja General.
Iyaloja General. She was first Iyaloja of Lagos before General Ibrahim Babangida, gave her Iyaloja General because of her, her zeal towards the development of the society, her participation in politics, and the way she galvanized support for some of the political icons in the country, like, for instance, Awolowo, Obafemi Awolowo, the Sage, and so many others. So she was powerful at, during her time, and she influenced a lot of people too. She motivated, she inspired a lot of people to becoming great You know, one of them is our president today, because you cannot talk about the president without mentioning, you know, his mother. And the mother played a pivotal role, which will be unveiled, you know, during the stage production. And it was written by the renowned playwright himself, Professor Ahmed Yerima, you know, who has written several plays. And if you look at many of his plays, you know that he has this flair for women advocacy. You know, he has written so many plays about women. So when we looked around and said, who can do this best? I would have done it, but I said, no, a lot of things, when you're doing that, you need to go into research and so. So we had a series of script meetings, and we did research, and we discovered a lot, and we said, how can we put this together in like a 60-minute stage production? So
fantastic.
That was how. So we started in December, and we're going back and forth, back and forth.
So this is 6 months later.
Yes.
And the production is finally set, ready to go on stage.
In fact, we ought to have done it because we're doing it for the 11th remembrance of Abibatu Mogaji. She actually passed away. That's June 15. So we ought to have done it June 15, but because it coincided with the Salah, festivity, so we couldn't have it there. Mr. President said we should move it forward for him to be available for the production. So that's why
so he's actually going to.
Yeah, it's going to be.
It's going to be premiered for him.
Yeah, it's going to be premiered for him, the family members, his guests at the presidential villa in Abuja, the banquet, the State House Conference Center in Abuja on July 9th. So they are in charge of. I'm just putting it together. It's my concept. It's my initiative.
So this sounds like a very big production. How many cast are we talking about now?
For the production, we have between 25 to 30.
30 cast.
Because the play, if you look at the character of Abibatu Mogaji, she was someone who believed so much in having people around her. You know, she had people around her. She inspired so many people. There was no day, without her having people around her, praying with her five times a day. And every time they were with her, praying with her, if you pray 5 times a day, she gives you money 5 times a day.
Wow.
So it motivated so many of her proteges to be around, and she converted so many people. I had interviews with so many people, and what they were saying were just, fantastic.
You know, I don't want you to let too much out of the bag, because I know that the play is also going to come to Lagos sometime soon. We'll definitely be looking out for
July
it
14th.
On July 14th.
It's coming to Lagos.
So we'll be looking out for all the information on your social media pages.
Yes.
And of course, good luck with the production.
Thank you very much.
All right then. So a little insight into another powerful figure that you might need to study and learn a little bit more about has been put into a stage production, Abibatu Mogaji, and is going to be on stage very, very soon.